in an hour and a half of straight just training that I'm not able to do very well at it. Like, I need more breaks. Like, ideally, I would have like every hour, I would have a 5-minute break. So, did you guys have a good week? Do you have any fun plans this weekend? Okay, I clicked live. I don't know if I was live because my little live counter, like the thing showing how long I've been yapping for, was not on. And I was like, oh my God, am I talking to myself? But I just checked and I am live, thankfully. And Lori can't make this one. No problem, Lori. Hi, Mr. Ranger Lab. How's it going? I hope you have a good dinner. And Gary, hey Gary, nice to see ya. So today I'm excited to do a video on, we just learned about her, Emily Gibson, MLM/trauma coach. If you were here for my 2 streams ago, we learned about Emily. Oh, Mr. Angel Lab said you were alive. Yes, I also went and I checked on my page. It's just not telling me that, it's just not showing a number. And it's not showing me how long I've been talking, but I'm seeing chats. I'm seeing your comments, and I also see that I'm also live like on my page, so it doesn't matter. There's something weird going on with StreamYard. Hey, Amanda. So this is Emily Gibson, MLM/trauma coach. I found this it was a few months ago, 2 months ago on her channel. And I put this in the title, but trigger warning, talk of weight loss, disordered eating, and body image issues. And unlike with my other videos, it's not just like here and there. Her example of how to run a good Zoom call is surrounding body image and disordered eating. And so if you are not wanting to hear that, please skip this stream and you can watch my other ones. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was a good one for sure. It was a good stream. So I have her I always get so confused about how fast I should be playing these. I feel like she talks slow. I have her at 1.4 times speed, but please tell me if she's too fast and I can slow her down. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Notice Disneyland, Target, Amazon never feels badly when people put their product on their credit cards. Disneyland is not confused about what it's offering people. It is offering people the happiest place on earth, memories to last a lifetime, an escape from reality. All of these companies, they are happy to offer me a service that provides a solution in my life. Whatever it is that you're selling in your network marketing company, it is going to provide a solution to a problem in someone's life.
We're starting off strong already. So Netflix or not Netflix, Amazon or Disney is not going to worry about us putting our tickets for Disney on our credit card because they know they're offering us a solution. And therefore, we should not be worried that we're telling people potentially to buy our overpriced MLM product and just put it on a credit card, even if that person doesn't actually have the money, because we know that our MLM product is offering them a solution. And I kind of shook my head at that because we know that's bullshit. We know that MLM products, sure, there are some that are decent products, but you can also find very, very similar products for cheaper elsewhere, and you're not paying into an unethical business structure. I do think it's funny how she's also, normalizing people putting things they need on a credit card. But it's different because if you're buying an MLM product, you are now in the customer to distributor pipeline, and you will end up being pressured and strongly encouraged to join the MLM, where more likely than not, you are going to lose a lot of money and be mistreated.
Happy Tuesday, or whatever day you're listening to this recording. Happy day to you. Today, I'm going to teach you how to run a Zoom event to convert more buyers. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people making, that I made myself when I was growing my network marketing business, is to focus too much on the facts. When you focus on the facts, you start talking to the logical side of people's brains, and that is the side of their...
Also, how do we feel about her speed? Can you guys let me know whether or not it's too fast or if it's fine?
Their brain that's going to say, I'd better think about it. I need to talk to my husband. Or I'd better wait until I have more money. However, when you want to turn someone into a buyer, you can get them into the emotional side of their brain where they're going to be much more connected to the outcome desire that they want. And they're going to be more willing to take action on doing what is actually going to help them get what they want. Notice Disneyland, Target, Amazon never feels badly when people put their product on their credit cards. But you might.
There is merit in what she's saying. I did sales training, even though I'm not a salesperson, and you are taught to try to help the prospect visualize how the product will make them feel, how the product will improve their life, and you're not just focusing on characteristics or properties of the product. Say you're selling a house, you're not just focusing on, oh, the pretty wood finish and look at the big open concept living room. You're trying to sell them on the feeling of gathering with your family in the big living room and having your extended family over for Christmas, and the feelings, the emotions that would evoke, because we do make our decisions with our emotion, right? And in normal sales, I don't have a problem with that, but I literally just said this in the MLM context. We're being taught to help people make decisions based on their emotions. So they buy a product and then they are in the customer to distributor pipeline, then they're exploited. I feel like I'm going to say that 1,000 times in this video.
I feel badly about that because you are confused about what you're actually offering people. Disneyland is not confused about what it's offering people. It is offering people the happiest place on earth, memories to last a lifetime, an escape from reality. Target offering people the ability to completely redo their home on a budget, to shop for all of their bathroom necessities, to throw pillows for.
We're not feeling weird about encouraging people to put our product on their credit card because we're confused, because we don't understand the value of the product. No, we're feeling like this because we think it may be wrong to implement high pressure sales tactics to get this person to buy a product that they may or may not actually want or need, just so we can meet our rank goals. And chances are that rank goal is not actually going to help us financially in any way. So don't tell me how I'm feeling. Don't tell me my doubts. Don't tell me my gut feeling is me just being confused. No, it's my gut instinct telling me that I'm doing something wrong and unethical.
For your couch, to your baby's diapers, to shoes for back to school. Everything is there. Amazon is selling instant gratification. Things that literally make your life easier, sometimes 6 hours later. I order this liquid zinc on Amazon. And I also order my tanning drops that I put into my makeup so that I don't look as white as I actually am. See how I'm whiter on my hand here than my face and my neck? It's because I put these Isle of Paradise tanning drops into my makeup, 5 drops every couple days. And I just put it on. And I put it down just here. Like if you're watching on the YouTube channel, you can see that my tan line stops here and that the back of my neck matches my hand, but not the front, because I put my tanning drops on my face and then I bring them down my neck. See, it's not as tan here. All my secrets unveiled just for you. I ordered my zinc and my tanning drops at 11:30 p.m. on a Monday night. Sean got up with the dog at 5:30 the next morning and both things were on my porch. I didn't even need them that quickly, but Amazon sure got them here. I literally was like, what is this dreamland we live in? This is amazing. I still order things far in advance because I feel like the pandemic just made me feel like my grandparents feel about gas, because they stood in gas lines. They had gas shortages in the Depression. And so my grandpa, if he is at 3/4 full tank, he's like, we need to stop and fill up. I can't believe you let it get down to 3/4 tank, Emily. I'm like, we're good, because I never lived through that traumatic experience, but he did. So for me, I'm always stockpiling toilet paper and tortillas and things that I ran out of in the pandemic, where he is always stockpiling gas, right? So Depending on life experience, you might be stockpiling certain things. And so I like to order ahead because of that experience. I'm sure as I'm saying this, you're probably doing some of these things as well.
I'm trying to make the connection between her getting an Amazon package 6 hours after she orders it and MLM coaching, and I'm struggling a little bit. I see maybe because we're using Amazon for that value of what, as she said, the instant gratification. So we're willing to spend our money on shipping. We're willing to buy products online because we know it's going to fulfill our need. And we need to convince people to purchase our products the same way that we purchase Amazon. I don't really understand. Does anyone get the connection? Like, she went on a little bit of a tangent there, and I'm struggling to see why it matters.
But what I want to tell you today is that all of these companies, they are happy to offer me a service that provides a solution in my life. Whatever it is that you're selling in your network marketing company, it is going to provide a solution to a problem in someone's life.
No, it's not. No, it's not. She's going to go into a health and wellness company. So sure, that could help you. It's not going to, but potentially help you address your health and fitness goals. Maybe you think you need to lose weight, and so you use Beachbody programs. But what if it's paparazzi jewelry? Maybe one could argue that if you wear that as a woman, you're going to feel like more confident. What about, I'm trying to think of others, like home goods, like home decorative things, like Amway products, soap, home products from Amway that could just help you buy things for your home and your family that you would need at a lower price, even though it's not a lower price if you buy through Amway. What's the need that LuLaRoe would meet? What's the need that LuLaRoe would address? I'm not really sure. Cute leggings, even though they're not cute, they're kind of shitty. What about all the other clothing MLMs? Like, what need is that addressing? Yes, people need clothing to go out and about day to day, sure, but it's not just providing clothing. Like for Zaya or Savvy, they'll say that Savvy says we're helping women feel their best so they can go out and do good things in their communities. Well, I can do a good thing in my community and volunteer wearing my husband's sweatshirt. I don't need to wear really expensive MLM products. Oh, that was a bit of a ramble. Cute leggings help with trauma. I know that they would say cute leggings helps you feel more confident, helps you be more present as a mother, as a friend, as a spouse, as a whoever, right? I think that's what they would say. But what about like Color Street nail strips? What about the crafty MLMs? I don't think you could argue that every single product everywhere always meets some kind of really significant deep need. I think that's a stretch.
Let them be the grown-up. Let them be the adult that decides if they want to spend their money and invest with you or not. All of this brain drama trash about you feeling badly needs to go away because it's all made up. It's not as if you are hoodwinking people to get them to purchase your product. Most of you aren't even any good at sales. Like, you're not even any good at it. Most network marketers have never had proper sales training, and you can still get to the top of your network marketing company.
Why are we being rude? Why are you yelling? You're not even any good at sales. How do you know? How do you know that me just starting your coaching business, your coaching company, that I am not a really highly trained, highly educated salesperson? I could be like Chelsea Suarez over at CC Suarez, who spent 10 years in sales and made a bunch of money at it. I don't like the assumption that we all suck at sales. I don't like the assumption that us worrying that we're hoodwinking our friends and say our mom into buying an expensive product they don't actually want. That's just head trash. That's just us making up a reason for us to not work our business in the way that we should. And that is another sales thing. They literally called it head trash in this sales training. You have to get rid of any negative thoughts, any thought that you cannot sell this product to the prospect. You have to believe that you have the solution that they need. It's so interesting to see the connections between just sales and then MLM sales. Maybe because it has very little to do with sales. And also, if people are actually not good at sales, whose fault is that? Because Emily, it's your job to train your people and make sure they know how to run their business. So if you're not teaching them, that's not their fault. Or if you're not teaching them in a way that they actually retain the information and then they're able to put it into practice, that's not my fault. You're just not a good teacher.
Because you're so passionate about your product. Because where you lack in sales and marketing ability, passion makes up the difference. So you
And again, why are you assuming I don't have marketing skills? I could be a professional.
can get all the way to the top of your company and be horrible at sales. Those of you that are really good at sales, that maybe you do sales as a full-time job, or you went to a sales academy or whatever, you've learned it. Even you selling in a really effective way, in the way that is psychology based, you're still not tricking people into purchasing your product because they are grown adult and they can make these decisions for themselves. So anyone here that's like has problems with this,
Sure, we're grown adults and we can make decisions for ourselves. But when she talks about how to structure an MLM Zoom call, she's going to tell us about really high pressure sales tactics that will make people want to make a decision in the moment and not even take a second to think it over or talk with their spouse. So she's saying that, but we are trying to trick people and put pressure on them so they do what we want when we want them to do it.
it's you and your mind. We got to clean up. All right. Now, how do we do a Zoom event so that we can get more buyers? Number one, again, I see people doing this the wrong way. Like I was talking about before, they start telling everyone about the ingredients and how many things come in your package and what it costs and why they need to buy it and how they can make X amount of money while they're doing it so they can pay for their own products, and how you're going to show them step A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to Z of how you're going to do it and all the hard things that you're just going to make easy and blah, 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 blah. It's no wonder you're not signing people up on Zooms, let me tell you. Today, this is never going to be a problem for you again. You are going to be the #1 Zoom closer from here on out, because I'm about to teach you how to use Zooms to turn more people into buyers. And it's going to give you a brand new script that you've never had before so that you can finally start having success on live calls. Live events, whether they're in person or on Zoom, are the most effective way to close sales.
I don't understand why it's always seen as a negative thing that we want to provide information to our prospects. Like, we're telling them that they're going to be able to make lots of money in this company, or they're going to be able to fix all of their health issues if they just buy this product. Why is it a bad thing that we want to know what we're selling? We want to understand the ingredients and we want to be able to verbalize it in a coherent manner. That should be a good thing in your average sales environment. Correct me if I'm wrong. You would be praised if you wanted to know some things about the product that you're selling. However, I do know you're not supposed to just sit there and like blurt out all of the properties of the product. You also want to showcase the value and how it would improve your prospect's life. It's just interesting. I'll let her talk for a second. I'm just blabbing a lot. Hello, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. This is Emily Gibson. I have it in my title, but there is significant talk about weight loss, disordered eating, and body image issues, and it's going to start really soon. So please feel free to jump out if you don't want to hear that. But welcome. I'm happy you're here.
There's nothing better. It's better than a Facebook post. It's better than an Instagram reel. All of those things are out there to create curiosity, to get people to message you. But a live event, either in person or at someone's house or at an event center or something like that, or on Zoom, is the most effective way to make a sale. Still to this day, always has been, always will be, because there is something about building rapport with someone that you see their face. We're talking about cameras on here, everybody. We're not talking about cameras off, weird, like awkward Zooms where no one can see each other's faces. No, we're talking about cameras on, making a connection, having a meaningful connection with someone through Zoom or at an in-home event, or, like somewhere where it's a live in-person event. Okay. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to.
It's interesting how, you can't have your cameras off or else it's not going to be effective, because that's weird and awkward. We know in MLMs with these Zoom calls, the distributors are often forced to keep their camera on and also have their first and last name, and not be multitasking, but just sitting there and be completely present and focused on the training or the opportunity call, whatever's happening. And it's not reality for a lot of people. I've heard Amy Ure say this a lot. When you're doing these Beachbody diamond training calls, people are often feeding their kids lunch, making dinner, cleaning up, because that's the reality of the majority of people in MLMs. They do not have the privilege to just sit and focus on the training, especially when this training is at a really awkward time of day when parents are often very busy. And notice she told us to keep our cameras on so we can form genuine connections with our prospects. But we know we just want them to trust us, think that we respect them, so they may be more willing to adhere to our high pressure sales tactics because they want to please us.
Well, I want you to join Beyond the Rank so that you can find out all the messages to get them to come to the event.
Hi, Jolene. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you've been here for a bit, but take a look at my trigger warning in the title, and please feel free to jump out if you need to. Catching up, cooking, fixing the car, in and out. No worries, Jolene. Nice to see you.
To get them to show up, and then what to do if they don't buy on the event, because all of that, I have a 37-page workbook that teaches you the tried and true messages, the tried and true systems for how to get people to come to events, the messaging scripts, all of that. So we just don't have time to go over that on the podcast, you guys. So I'm going to tell you how to run the event, but to get people to actually show up, to get people to do them on your team when everyone tells you no, all of that is inside of my paid community, Beyond the Rank. You can go join right now and have instant access to that workshop that I taught in July of 2023. Right? Was it? Yes.
We did a video recently on Emily Gibson's Gibson Beyond the Rank. Does anyone remember how much it was? Because she's only telling us a certain part of the story. She's telling us how to run the event, but of course we have to sign up for her training in order to learn how to actually get people to the event, which is interesting. Like, you can't tell all the secrets at once, of course. I do remember I struggled with navigating her site. I just want to know where the Beyond the Rank is. Does anyone remember how much that cost? Let me zoom out. It doesn't really matter that much. If I can't find it, I'll get over it. I just remember it was very expensive. Beyond the Rank. So if I sign up today, oh yeah, do you guys remember when you click sign up for Beyond the Rank, it just takes you to a dead link. So I remember now, we didn't actually know how much the Beyond the Rank training was. Never mind. So yeah, I'm going to tell you how to run the event, but if you want to actually get people to your Zoom call, you have to buy my probably $1,000 training at the very least.
Yes. And then a follow-up workshop in August of 2023, where I teach you how to get all the fires going that maybe have gone dead on your team. So those two back-to-back workshops, they both come with worksheets and workbooks that give you all the messaging scripts and everything. You can go to emilygibsoncoaching.com/shop and have instant access to that. We'll also give you a VIP treatment where we reach out to you, a member of my team texts you right when you join, and we write down all of your goals. We pinpoint specific things for you to watch and do. And then we track your progress every 2 weeks until you achieve your goal. It's so different than any other program out there, because I know as a teacher how important it is to make individualized plans for each of my clients and students. And then you use the live group coaching calls as spot cleaning along the way. It is the perfect mix. And if you've never been successful before, it's not your fault. You've just been missing the missing piece, which is me as your coach. So go to the website right now, emilygibsoncoaching.com/shop. Join Beyond the Rank.
Everyone says that though. Everyone says they are the only MLM coach that actually provides one-on-one personalized training. And also, Emily, it is not VIP treatment if everyone who signs up gets a text from your team. That's not how it works. But I've heard Ray Higdon, I've heard Ryan Sperry, or Rob Sperry, not Ryan, sorry, say the exact same thing, that they work with people one-on-one and create personalized plans to help you reach your goals. I feel like the majority of MLM coaches, actually have one-on-one options. So Emily, you are not unique. You are not different. And of course, she's saying if you're not successful, it's not your fault. You just need me as your coach. Every MLM coach says you need them. Every single one. I looked into a new to me MLM coach named Todd Falcone. He said the exact same thing. In a video, he's telling us how important it is for network marketers to have an MLM coach and why he's the only one who can help you. They all say the exact same thing. They all think they are so unique, but they are not. Hello, Sina. How's it going? Thank you for joining. Hello, Elaine. Nice to see you. Right? Oh, these one-on-one personalized plan people scamming. And how personalized could it be? Like, what if she has 200 people who are signing up for her one-on-one coaching? How much one-on-one attention is she actually going to be able to give all of these people if she's also running other training programs? She has her freaking trauma coaching programs where people spend thousands and thousands of dollars to have a couple of sessions with her. I don't understand where she would have enough time to do all this work. And also, where's the time freedom? If we made so much money in network marketing and had so much time freedom, why are we opening up our own coaching business where it would take up all of our time to meet all our requirements and keep on top of all of our offerings?
And I will see you inside. If you want to see me on a live call, I do those every Tuesday and Thursday. If you're still like, I don't know, you can come to a live call. The link is in the podcast show notes. It's also over on my Instagram, Emily Gibson Coaching. You can click on the link and I'll see you on a live call this week. I do them every Tuesday and Thursday. We could literally be together talking in live in person tonight if you're listening to the podcast this morning when it released. So, okay. So if you want all those extra things on the front and the back end of this live event, go join up right now. If you want to ask me questions before joining, I'll see you on the live call tonight or Thursday or whenever it is that you're listening to this. The next call will always be there for you to sign up and come talk to me live. Otherwise, let's go. Okay. So many of you are doing live events wrong. You're getting people on the call. You're talking about the science. You're telling them about their blood sugar balance. You're telling them about their gut health. You're telling them about the thread count in your leggings. You're telling them about the blood-brain barrier with your oils. You're talking about all the sciencey part. In fact, many of you won't even do events because you think you have to learn all these things to be successful. And you are so wrong. It hurts. It's the wrong way. It's a horrible way to sell. It is the worst way to get someone to join your business. Although your passion
to get someone to join your business. I thought we were just trying to sell, because how to make more sales with Zoom calls. Why are we talking about joining our business? Now I feel like she's a little bit fast. Can you guys tell me if she's too fast? And I can put her at 1.35 speed. I have her at 1.4. I feel like there's a few moments where she's talking quick and then she's fine. She's telling us the science. We should not be trying to get people to join our business with the science and how it'll affect our blood-brain barrier or whatever. But again, why is it a bad thing that people want to know what's in their products? Because a lot of people have health conditions, have medications where certain ingredients and supplements or other products may or may not interact poorly with that, and that could hinder their health. That could worsen their day-to-day quality of life. And so I think it's a reasonable thing to want to teach people about that. However, people in MLMs most of the time do not have the healthcare scientific background to actually be able to explain how different ingredients in the products work. Reminds me of the BD personalized fitness plan, which ended up in court when folks realized the plans weren't personalized at all. Brittany Dawn, right? Yes. Wasn't it like $300? Because they thought it was going to be like Brittany was going to write a program for each of them, and then it was just like mass produced text. You go, girl, and everyone had the exact same program. I remember that.
Is what will get you through to still getting people signed up. So you can still have success doing it the wrong way, but the right way is going to give you faster customers turned into business builders. And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. Okay, so get your pen.
See, the whole purpose is to get people on the Zoom call, have a genuine connection with them so they think we care about them, sell them on how this product will improve their quality of life and their relationships, and then eventually turn them into a distributor. So thank you for telling us how MLM works. This kind of thing makes me wonder how many true, actual retail customers there are in these companies.
Pens and paper out, get your notebooks ready. Here we go. You are going to plan your 20 to 30 minute Zoom event in this way. You're going to start the call and you're going to thank everyone for coming. Tell them a little bit about yourself. What's your name? Where are you from? Why you are doing this. Do not make it more than 1 or 2 minutes. It's very quick, fast paced. And then you're going to say to them, the reason that you're here today is because you have a problem that you have not been able to solve, something like that. And you're going to say to them, for example, let's just use a health and wellness company as an example, but this could work for any network marketing company. You just want to shift it to that. And if you're in.
So now the discussion on diet and body image issues and disordered eating is going to start now. So feel free to jump out if you need to.
Inside my paid community, you can come to the live calls and I can rewrite it specifically to your company. And this is something that we now have over 20 different network marketing companies that we serve inside of my Beyond the Rank paid community. And we do this on live calls all the time now. And it's so much fun. So
I'm going to slow her down. I feel like she's too fast for me now. And she said they only have 20 network marketing companies represented. I feel like that's not that much. I feel like Ray Higdon would say he has 100. The really big MLM coaches probably have more than 20. What do you think?
So if you are wanting to bring this podcast here to life and talk to me one-to-one, that's where we can do it, my friend. Okay, so you are going to bring them on the call and you're going to address the problem. For example, if you're in a health and wellness company and you're specifically targeting weight loss, you would say that if you grew up in America, you are probably, and you're a woman in the United States, you're probably someone who always wishes you could lose 10 pounds. And whether or not you are on that mission right now or have been on that mission before, all women in the United States would probably be able to agree that at some point in your life, you had body image issues that have carried with you into adulthood. Whether you eat when you're sad, starve yourself when you're anxious, or kill yourself at the gym so you can look a certain way, growing up in the United States as a woman, you have likely struggled with some sort of body image issue.
Okay, not every single female everywhere in the United States has struggled with a body image issue. I don't like that assumption that she's making at the beginning of this call. I don't like that she's making it broad enough that maybe the majority of the people on that call could relate to it in some way because they were actually encouraged to get on the call in the first place. And the people who see a weight loss supplement as appealing, they maybe have tried several different things already. Maybe they went to a dietitian and they struggled with the eating plan. Maybe they went to a trainer. Maybe they're trying to figure out like the calorie deficit that they want to be on, and they're struggling to find a solution. What I don't like about these kinds of MLM companies is that they'll say, this is not a quick fix. This is a lifestyle change. But then they will, like she's going to tell us in a second here, quick fixes are promised, guaranteed. If you buy this product and use it, you too will have results like this person or this person. And everyone's body composition is different. Everyone has slightly different maybe health conditions, or maybe they had an injury, maybe, I don't know, have high blood pressure or something that restricts their ability to lose weight or to exercise in the way that they want. And you can't just claim universal results for the same product just because we're all taking it. And also, what about say I'm taking a Beachbody supplement or I'm doing the Beachbody programs and say I do lose weight? Well, what else am I doing? Am I also walking? Am I also biking to work? Am I doing my own eating plan, I guess? Am I following a dietitian's instructions or my trainer's instructions? There's never the acknowledgement that someone who may have lost weight with an MLM product could potentially be doing something else as well. What did Mr. Rangelab say? If this person has 200 clients, worked a 40-hour week, they couldn't even devote an hour per client. Maybe most she could do is 160, and that's without doing anything else. Interesting. Spend the time to fight the unrealistic expectations which drive women into this weight loss, body shaming merry-go-round. Yeah. And I feel like it's common. Most people, female or otherwise, have experienced a moment in time where they're like, hey, I don't really like how my body looks at this moment, but that does not automatically equal body image issue. Say you're really anxious because you're about to go do a big presentation at work and you're not hungry. That does not mean you are experiencing disordered eating. It could be a sign of it, or it could just be on some days we're less hungry than others. On some days we may not appreciate how our body looks in certain light. And I think for me, please correct me if you think I'm wrong. For me, I think that's a normal part of human existence, and it doesn't always signal a greater problem, just in my opinion.
And you probably worry that your daughters are going to struggle too. So notice how
Oh no, so we're struggling. We're struggling to meet the unrealistic expectations that Mr. Ranger Lab just said, and now we're preying on parents' fear that their children are also going to experience the same issues that they have with food. And so, are we insinuating that if we buy this MLM product, are we also going to fix or protect our child's relationship with food as well? And the bad part about this is we hear stories about how MLMs like Optavia or Beachbody actually harms people's relationship with food and their image of their body, their perception of their body. And I can't stand how it's touted as a solution when it's actually the problem.
when we do an event like this, instead of being like, we're going to learn about gut health today, and here's this, and here's this, and here's this, they're like, wow, this is gonna, are we done yet? But when you start off in this way, you're connecting to how they felt their whole life, what they've struggled with, what they still might struggle with, and touched on likely one of their biggest fears, right? And so right then, you are making a meaningful connection and you are bringing them in. Okay, next up, you're going to say, the people that we have helped here in this community felt just like you before they joined us. They doubted if they would ever be able to reach their health goals. They felt tired. They felt they had sleep problems. They didn't feel confident being intimate with their husbands. They didn't like themselves in a swimsuit. They felt like they had an unhealthy relationship with food. They didn't know how to eat. So they would either just eat horribly unhealthy or not eat at all. Because what women do is they tend to, if they don't know what to eat, they just don't eat. And all
of those issues that she's talking about are very serious, and you probably need to speak with a therapist or your doctor instead of relying on an MLM product that is likely going to worsen your experience. She just said people struggle with being intimate with their husbands. That's incredibly sad, and that is not going to be improved by being in an MLM. Because also, if we're sitting here hearing that if you take this product, you too will have results just like all these people, and then say you don't find those results because you're not actually addressing potentially the underlying causes of your challenges, how shitty is that going to feel when you're guaranteed results and then you're the one who can't find success? And the underlying causes of your issues with your body or your weight, whatever it is, it could be a mental health issue that needs to be addressed, which there's no shame in that. Therapy is wonderful. It could be an underlying health issue. You could have hypothyroidism. You could have a variety of different conditions that makes it extremely challenging to lose weight and very, very easy to gain weight. But she's going to talk about hypothyroidism later. And that makes me mad. That hits close to home because in January 2020, I got my whole thyroid removed, and the experience of trying to get on the proper dosage of Synthroid was horrendous. I'm finally on the right dosage, but it was about a year of my hormone levels just going up and down, and I could not find the right dosage. My sleep was trash. My quality of life was terrible because I was trying to figure out how much of my medication I needed. So what if I'm going through that, trying to figure out my dosage, and then I have this MLM distributor telling me that their product has helped other women with hypothyroidism feel better? Or what if your hypothyroidism isn't actually diagnosed yet, and you're just trying to figure out why you feel like trash constantly? And then you're told, oh, well, this person felt like trash and didn't know why, and now she feels amazing. You can too. People who are desperate to feel healthy may be may see this and think it's appealing. Sorry, I'll let her talk for a second. It just makes me mad.
All of this vicious cycle was something they all dealt with before joining us. And you today, we're going to show you how to fix that. That's what we're here to do with you, is to show you how to never have these worries ever again. And then you're going to say to them, all right, everyone, put a 1 in the chat if you yourself are ready to ditch all of these unhealthy behaviors and mindset and beliefs around food. Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready to ditch all this, right? And they're gonna put 1s in the chat. They're gonna start connecting with you. You're gonna start talking with them. You don't even have to have them be live on camera. You can just do this by yourself. And then you're gonna say, these are the results that you're gonna get by working with me. You're gonna be able to ditch all of this. And then you're gonna say, what would it mean to you if you could ditch some of these old beliefs?
So if you work with me, if you buy this product, you are going to ditch your sleeping issues, your stomach issues, your insecurities about your body, your negative relationship with food. Well, what happens if someone who may be desperate to improve their quality of life hears that, does what you tell them, Emily, and then they don't improve? How is that going to make them feel? They're going to feel like trash and their condition is going to get even worse. So this kind of thing is really dangerous because not only are these people on this call most likely financially vulnerable, but they're also vulnerable health-wise or mental health-wise as well.
How would it help you if you were able to ditch some of these old beliefs? And then they're going to say in the chat, I want you to read aloud what they say, whatever it is. I want you to read aloud what they're going to say. They're going to say things like, oh my gosh, it would just feel so empowering. Or I worry so much. It would be so nice not have to worry anymore. You're just going to read aloud everything that they say. And then you're going to say, then you're going to start reading examples and testimonials. And I want you to read 2 testimonials. And if you can share your screen and have before and after pictures of people that you put up, even better, right? So you're going to say, like Sarah is an example of someone who struggled to lose weight. And you're just literally showing Sarah's before and after picture. And Sarah, she always, at the beginning of the year, she always set a goal in New Year's resolution, and she always failed until she found us. And when she found us and we were able to help her with our easy gut health system, or whatever it is that you're selling, she was finally able to lose the weight and keep it off without doing rigid diets and rigid exercise routines. It's because of what we taught her and this simple system that changed everything for her.
I said this, Erin Bees just had a live stream about Optavia, however you say it, and I said it in her chat. I think it's not a negative thing to want to lose weight. I think that's great if that's what you want to do, but I don't like how with the before and afters, there's less value placed on the before. Like, just because I might have been 50 pounds heavier in my before picture, that means I'm like less worthy, I'm less beautiful, I'm less awesome. And no, like, we're awesome in our before pictures as well. We just look a little bit different, but we're still good people. We're still a great spouse or a great daughter, and we're not any less of a person. And I just really don't like how the subtle undertones of these companies places less value on bigger bodies. And I don't like how she is making it seem like this story of this person is going to be universal for everyone. She just got on this really simple system. And then for the first time ever, she was able to keep her weight off, right? And how do we know? We can't verify it. We can't verify if this person actually kept the weight off, because she could have gained it back the next month, right? Well said, being touted as a solution when it's actually the problem. Exactly. Hey, Danny. Popping in after Anna Elise's premiere. Glad for a lighter topic. Who is Anna Elise? Is she a YouTuber? Let's look her up, just for my own interest. I want to know who that is. Are they an anti-MLM person too? Anna Elise. Or is it true crime? Oh yeah, true crime. Ooh, yeah, this is definitely a lighter topic. Oh, she has 1 million subscribers. Cool. Or is it, no, Annie? This is Annie Elise. Whatever. Are you talking about the true crime person? Let me know. I'm interested. Okay, let's keep going.
And they're going to say, they're in the chat, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I need this. Oh my gosh, I want this. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. And then you're going to read another one. You're going to show another before and after picture. And
we're showing these testimonials to try to help our prospects see themselves in those stories. Like, oh, this person who lost 20 pounds and kept it off, she also had 3 kids under 3, and she was struggling to find herself in motherhood, and she found great success in this company, so I can too. I think it's just to make the success seem more attainable and sustainable.
Maybe you want to feature someone that doesn't need to lose weight. Maybe they just have gut issues. So you're going to show a picture of someone that maybe looked healthy because she was thinner, but she wasn't healthy. And you want to show her before and after. Maybe like she just looks more vibrant. Maybe her hair looks nicer. Maybe her inflammation has gone down. And you say, this is Hannah. Hannah didn't need to lose weight, but Hannah felt awful all of the time. She had stomach issues where every time she would eat, she would have horrible stomach aches, diarrhea. She couldn't sleep at night. She felt like she couldn't go out to people's weddings or parties because she knew she was always going to have a problem with food when she was there. And after Hannah got help from us, she was able to finally feel better to where now she has none of those issues anymore. She no longer has stomach pains when she eats. She doesn't have diarrhea, and she can go to parties with no problems anymore. And then everyone's going to be like, whoa, this is so amazing, right? You've shown a weight loss example. You've shown it just like a gut health issue example. And you're going to say, how would you like to have examples like Sarah and Hannah? Tell me.
Again, if anyone has maybe irritable bowel syndrome, they could probably relate to that, thinking you can't just go out and enjoy yourself without worrying, maybe at a theme park, because you always need to be aware of the nearest bathroom, right? You always need to have a plan in place so you can get to the bathroom when you need to. And I could see how that kind of speech you just gave would be really, really appealing to someone. And then say if they were lucky enough to find some success and some improvement in their symptoms with that product, then they're going to say, well, this product completely changed my life. I can now sleep through the night and eat yummy food at a wedding. I have to sign up to be a distributor and sell this product so I can change other people's lives too. It's all just the customer to distributor pipeline. Ooh, true crime. Nice. Yeah, cool. Yeah, her videos definitely looked very like deep, intense topics for sure. This isn't like super light, but it's definitely lighter than true crime.
What it would be like for you to have those examples like Sarah and Hannah, and they're going to write it in the chat. Oh my gosh, this would be so amazing. Then you're going to say, these are the type of results that you'll get when you use this simple gut health issue. But tell me, what are you personally struggling with? Tell me what you're personally dealing with in the chat, because I want to know what you deal with yourself. And then everybody that's on the chat, they're going to put in, oh, I have hypothyroidism, or oh, I have this thing, or oh, I have this thing, or I have this eczema thing, or my baby has this thing, or a constipation, or oh, I have high blood pressure, or whatever it is. They're going to put all their issues in the chat. And then you're specifically going to speak to those things and read testimonials off, because I promise you, everyone always has the same things. So I want you to have testimonials handy of like 6 different stories that cover all of that. Right? You want to have like again, this is like a health and wellness example, but you could do this for any single thing, right? But like you want to have an example ready to go. Like if you're selling candles or if you're doing things like that, you want to do testimonials that hit, sorry, I mean, if you're selling like, not candles, but like warmers and melted scents and things like that. So you don't have candles, so you don't burn the house down. So again, if you join the community, I can help you really like specific this to your exact company, but just for the sake of time today, I'm just giving you the health and wellness example. So you're going to have like 6 testimonials of all the different health issues that you know people are going to come with. And then be ready to like search in a team page for something else that someone brings that maybe you weren't prepared for, but you'd be like, oh my gosh, hold on one second. I'm just doing a quick search. And then go to a team page and be like, and find, and then read that aloud. You can literally read that testimonial aloud. You can share your screen so it shows the picture, and you're just going to show them testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. Notice I haven't educated one time.
So Emily's a bit quiet, Danny. I am not good at at doing any kind of fancy volume stuff. Maybe I'll just turn my speaker up and then she'll be a little bit louder. I'm sorry she's a bit quiet. I have stuff to say. If my that's a long word, gastroenterologist can't fix my IBS, I guarantee your product can't. Exactly, Jolene. Exactly. Hello, Christina. How's it going? Thank you for joining the chat. I appreciate it. And please look at the trigger warning in the title. You have talk of weight loss, body image issues, talk of weight loss. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining. So, I remember a long time ago, before I started to make my videos, I came across a Beachbody coach who talked about how Shakeology cures people's hypothyroidism. And I got real mad being like, oh, I'm glad your MLM product can cure my chronic disease, my chronic health condition. Then I actually looked it up, and you can, I think, reduce the symptoms of hypothyroidism with diet. You can, but that is something that needs to be done in close collaboration with your doctor, close supervision by a doctor, so you actually know what you're doing, so you can actually do things in a safe and proper way, and you're not just stopping your medication. How do you reverse hypothyroidism without medication? Yeah, so natural remedies and treatments may help a person manage symptoms. These include reducing their intake of sugar and processed foods and getting more B2 and psyllium. Most people require medication for hypothyroidism. So I think it is possible to alleviate your symptoms, but it should not be done with an MLM product. It should be done with your doctor. If you want to reduce your synthroid level medication, whatever, do it with your doctor. Work closely with your doctor. If you want to address your IBS, work with your doctor. Don't work with an unqualified MLM distributor. Thank you, Danny. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Yeah, she is a little bit quiet, but I maxed out the volume, so hopefully she's louder. Okay, I'm ready.
On a single product or ingredient, because it's not as effective. Stories are more effective because they get people into the emotional side of their brain instead of the logical side of their brain. Their logical side of their brain is going to pump the brakes and hold off ordering until later while they can think about it. The emotional side of the brain is going to lean into, I need that. This is the answer. This is exactly what's going to help me. It's going to increase desire for the outcome they want, and they are going to buy with you over and over and over again because of it.
So we are going to tell them stories about how people's health conditions have been healed with this product, to really prey on their emotions so they can see themselves in that story. We are going to ask them what health conditions they're struggling with and how addressing that condition will improve their quality of life. We will guarantee their results. We'll guarantee an improvement in their quality of life, to draw on the emotional side of their brain so they're quick to make a decision, so they buy a product right away. And she says it's not tricking people, it's not hoodwinking people, but it is, because you are trying to get them to buy a product that they don't actually know anything about in a 20 to 30 minute Zoom call, where what if they do want to go research the ingredients so they can make sure that it doesn't interfere with their synthroid medication, their hypothyroid medication, because certain supplements, certain ingredients, they do interact poorly with it. And it's not a negative thing to want to go do your research to make sure your other medication is not going to be reduced. And why is that seen as a negative thing? Yeah, it is. Buying an MLM product to fix potentially severe health conditions is not a logical thing. This is not Beachbody. Great question, Christina. This is Emily Gibson. She is an MLM coach, and she also does trauma coaching as well. But she's not a therapist, but she says she's a certified trauma coach. Let's keep going.
So after you read all those testimonials, you're going to say, these are the results that you can expect. 2, how many of you drop a yes in the chat if you want these results just like Sarah, Hannah, Sally, Nicole, Jessica, all the different ones? Just list off all the names, and you're likely going to do the same stories every single time, because why not just do the same thing every single time? right? Then it just becomes easy. Then you just do a call every single Wednesday, every single Thursday. You could do 2 a night, for heaven's sakes, right? And so then they're going to be like, they're going to put yeses in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. I want that. Yes, 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 yes. You're going to read their names aloud. Sarah, Nicole, Sally, Hannah, Jessica. Oh my gosh. Yes. 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 All right. Well, it's your turn to have these results, just like these women of stories we've heard today. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Join right now, and you are going to get an extra $20 off just by ordering.
Join? I thought we were trying to get customers. We're telling them to join? What? So she's saying, put a link in the chat, join right now, and you'll get $20 off. Let's let her finish.
Live on the call. We're also going to throw a free product in, or whatever it is. You want to increase desire just because they got on the live call. You want to give them something extra, whether it's free shipping or $20 off or a gift with purchase. Now, those of you that are going to have lots of different team.
So we are trying to get them to sign up for the MLM in a 20 to 30 minute call by tossing in an extra incentive like free shipping or free product. My question is, where is that coming from? The free product would come from the distributor's pocket, putting them into even greater debt. So think about it now. She just revealed to us it's nothing to do with sales, that she wants us to sign up as quickly as possible, correct? So she is doing all of this in a short period. So we make a decision really quick. We don't have a chance to think about it. We just focus on our emotion, and then we purchase something, we join something without actually thinking about it. I don't like that. She's a mega hun, the final boss babe. The coaches use bait and switch. The reps use empty promises. She sells coaching. She sells beyond the rank coaching. And then she also sells trauma coaching as well, which is an interesting one. I'll find her link here and then I'll put it in the chat in case you want to look at it, Danny. Emily Gibson. Sorry for swearing. Beyond the rank. Her website is not the most easy thing to navigate that I've ever seen, but you can go check her out. I did a stream on her not the last stream, but the stream before. I did a stream and we looked at her whole website if you want to check it out, or you can just click this link. Okay, let's keep going.
Members on the call. What you're going to want to do is you are going to want to have like if you're like, drop the link in the chat and you're like, wait, I have 6 different leaders on this chat. I need to be able to have them have my link, right? Those of you that have like a share a cart feature or a specific build out link or something like that, whatever it is, you can, you instead of saying drop it in the chat, you're going to say, click the link that your friend just sent you that invited you to this call, and let's go. And so all you need to do.
It makes sense because they need to click your link, because if they click someone else's link by accident, then you're not going to get the credit for the commission, or they're not going to be a member of your actual downline. So it makes sense. Oh, it's concerning that someone who calls herself a trauma specialist throws out body and health issues so casually as a manipulation tool. Exactly. So what was it's so hard to navigate this. She had a description of her trauma coaching. Yeah, one-on-one private trauma coaching. But she doesn't explain it. Such a bad website. Yeah, if you guys want to poke around her website, you can try to find that. I would like to leave a link, but of course I can't find it. Let's keep going.
To train your team is to get people to come to the call. Again, you can have all my scripts, all of my bonuses, all my how-tos when you join the community. It's just too much to put here in the podcast. And then all you have to do is get your team to send people to the live call, and then you do the call, and then have them trained and ready to be on the call so that all of their people, I mean, they could have 4 people on the call. They could literally put them in a Facebook message chat, and they could be like, click the link, and like, they just put it in the chat. So you're on the Zoom with all the potentials for maybe 10 different people on your team. And then those 10 different leaders have put, like maybe Nicole has 3 people that came to the call, and Jess has 4 people that came to the call, and Kimberly has 2 people that came to the call. So they have those 2, 4, and 3 people in a chat, and they put their link in those individual chats. And so that you on the leader, you're like, click the link that your friend that brought you to this call tonight, click the link in the chat that she just sent to you, and let's get started. And it expires when this call is over.
Of course it expires when this call is over. Give me a break. She's making it sound so easy. Oh, well, you could have 10 leaders from your team and they all bring multiple people as well. And it's a really big assumption that we actually have 10 people on our team who can also go and find multiple people to join the call as well, because we know chances are most people in these MLMs don't actually have a team, or if they do, their team members don't have team members as well. So let's think about the actual motive. She's telling us that she wants us to buy this product so we can fix all of our health issues and completely change our lives. But in reality, the motive is she wants us to be somewhere in her downline so our downline member can rank up, and then we can rank up or further stabilize our rank or qualify for a fancy bonus or go to a fancy trip. So the motive, we don't actually care about this person's well-being. We care about ourselves. An unlicensed alleged trauma coach is so dangerous. Exactly. So I'm going to turn my camera off and let her play while I do my eye drops.
Only reason why you're getting $20 off or a gift with purchase right now is if you do it before this call ends, and then start reading more testimonials, and then say anyone that joins while we're talking here, I want to know why you decided to take the plunge, why you put your goals and dreams forward tonight. Tell me why you did it. And when they do that, then bring them live on the call and tell them to turn their camera on and say, why did you sign up tonight? Tell me why you signed up, Miranda. Like, tell me why you signed up. And then Miranda's going to be like, you know what? I'm just so tired of trying every diet and never having it work. I'm just so tired. Miranda, what are your goals? You know, I just want to feel better. I just want to sleep better again. I want to feel good in a swimsuit. Miranda, this is happening for you. These are the results you can expect by joining us tonight, by doing this 3-step system. These are the results that you can expect tonight. Miranda, I'm so excited for you. All right, Miranda, I'm going to put you back now. All right, who is next? Who else is joining Miranda tonight? Click the link that your friend that just invited you to this call, click the link in the chat that they just sent you, and let's go. And then
I don't like it. I don't like the encouraging of not taking a second to think, because we know in MLM, critical thinking is frowned upon. You can't want to go and do research, look up the ingredients, talk to your spouse. I said this before, it is just my opinion. Everyone's dynamics in the relationships is different. If I'm buying something or doing something that could potentially inhibit my ability to pay my half of our expenses, like we split everything, half of rent, half of insurance, half of groceries, everything is split in half. If I were to buy something that could restrict my ability to do that, I think I should be talking to my spouse. For me, in my opinion, I think it's anything over within reason, $100, $200 for me, I guess. Depends on what it is. But I think big financial decisions should be discussed with your spouse. And the only time, in my opinion, that they don't need to be discussed with your spouse is if you could throw $10,000 away and you wouldn't even notice it because you're so wealthy. So I don't like this. I don't like the idea of potentially hiding things from our partners and us not taking the time to think through a decision. Because what if we succumb to all of these high pressure sales tactics? What if we're swept up in the emotion of all these people joining at that exact moment, getting the amazing deals, and you feel impelled to do so as well, and then the next day you regret it and you feel upset that you were pressured into doing something you weren't ready to do? That's also harmful.
And start overcoming their objections. You might be thinking you can't afford this. You might be thinking you need to talk to your husband. You might be thinking that you've done things like this before, and you're just gonna address anything that you would want to say to someone. You might be thinking you can't afford this. Yep, the cost of this, some of you might feel overwhelming at this much per month. But did you know that no one is coming to save you? It's never going to get any cheaper. Your problems are never going to go away unless you double down on them right now, right? And so you're just going to overcome their objections. Pick the 4 most common objections, right? Like cost, husband, done it before and failed, don't believe it's going to work. Right? Just cover those on the call, and then say, this is your last chance. We've got dinner to go do for our families. We're going to go do bedtime with our kids, or if it's in the day, we're going to go pick up carpool or whatever it is. If you're going to do a nighttime call and daytime call, and then you're just literally going to be like, this is your last chance, everybody. You get to join Miranda. And that's what we do. In this 3-step system, that's what it does. It fixes all those things and then relist off all the things that they deal with. That's what we fix here. That's what we fix. And then
why are you saying it's their only chance? Because it's not. We know in MLMs, you can join them at any time. You can join them at any time. It doesn't matter. This is not the only chance. And so people who are desperate for connection, desperate to feel like they are healthy again, to find a solution, they're going to say, oh my God, if I don't do this now, I'm going to miss out on friendship. I'm going to miss out on greater health, a better relationship with my spouse. So I have to do this now. Like I said earlier, it's touted as a solution, but MLM products, MLM culture, it's actually the problem, and it will more likely than not harm your relationship with your spouse. Sometimes people use the spouse won't let me, even if they don't have one, to get out of the situation. Exactly. I cannot find who provides her certification. She's not a licensed therapist in Utah where she lives. So I saw on her site, there's like the Jay Shetty Life Coach School. That appears to be the only thing that was on her website. I'm sure you guys have all watched Daniel Ryan's video on Jay Shetty, but he is an interesting character for sure. So I think her only certification is a life coach.
Then anyone that joins, anyone that does it, say, once you've ordered, tell done in the chat so we can make sure to get you your free gift, so we can make sure to give you your money back or whatever it is that you're offering to them, so that you can literally get them buying live on the call, not waiting about it till tomorrow. Keep them in the emotional part of their brain so they buy right then and there, because you know that they need it. See, when you believe in what—
Why are you yelling at me? You know that they need it. I don't know them. And they don't know if they need it because we're pressuring them to hear about a product or an opportunity for the first time and then make a decision on it in 20 to 30 minutes when they have other people they should be talking to. When you have a life partner, you should be talking to them about important decisions in your life. That is not a strange thing to do.
What you're offering. When you know that if they will just work with you, that this will work for them, then you can unashamedly lean in, because this is what they need. And because you care so much about them feeling better. And in return, you get a rank up. You get to have a bigger paycheck. Your dreams are met. Sales, when done in this way, is a loving process. There's an energetic exchange where you care so much about asking and being interested in someone other than yourself, and then talking them through all of these things because you care so much. See, this is what is misunderstood about sales. People think that sales is icky and yucky, and that's because they've seen it done wrong for so long. When done right, sales is a very loving process where you have a meaningful conversation, where you actually hear people's struggles, you notice them, you acknowledge them, and you show them.
She told us the real motive. Sure, we are masking with the desire to help people with their health and fitness, but we get to rank up and we get to make more money. So that is the only purpose of this. We don't actually care about their health, because if we did, we'd be encouraging them to see their doctor. And I know in places like United States, it's a lot harder to see a doctor. It's not an easy process to be able to afford to see a doctor if you don't have insurance. I understand that, but you could use the money that you are putting towards your MLM products and business opportunity and go to see a doctor when you have the money. And even if you see a doctor periodically, that will still benefit you more than an MLM product would. I like to tell people I need to check with my parole officer. Love that. That's funny.
I'm a way through it. That's what you get to do when you learn to sell in this way. That's what's going to close more deals on a live Zoom call than anything you've ever done before. You can do the same thing at an in-person home event.
Hello, Chelsea. Oh, interesting. Is it like on a public page? Or is it like on a private Facebook thing? If it's not like a public, obvious site, then I don't know. I don't think we should post it. What do you guys think?
You need my help in figuring out how to get people to come to the event and show up so that you can do it in this way and actually help people stop wasting their money on things that they can't stay committed to, because your thing is going to work for them and you know it. That's why you're here doing it. It will change your life and theirs in the process. It's the most beautiful thing that you can do.
So if you're comfortable putting it here, you can. If you're not, you can send me an email. I'm just typing it in right now, but since it's on like a public page, I think it's fine. YouTube, heatherc.youtube@yahoo.com. Up to you. I'd be curious. I'd like to know for sure. Thank you for researching that.
Do for someone. And anytime you see someone using this method of sales, me included, you now know the heart that's behind it. And anyone that does sales in this way does it because they believe in what they're selling, because they know that you need it. And I know that's why you got into network marketing. I know that's why your heart is on fire. I know that there's passion beneath that, because I know that's why I do what I do. That's why I did what I did to build my downline of 20,000. And I know you can do it too. It's these skills.
20,000. And she's talking about, I joined network marketing because I care about people and I want them to improve their lives. No, if you cared about them, you would not be bringing them into an unethical business structure where they're likely to lose money and be mistreated. And then not only that, but then open up your own like sub scam company, I guess, where you are just re-victimizing already extremely financially, mentally vulnerable people. We do not, in this industry, we do not care about people, unfortunately.
Skills and practicing them and refining them and getting better at them that are going to get you on the stage, promote you through your company, and give you the time freedom and financial freedom that network marketing was made for. I believe in you. Share this podcast with someone that needs to get better at sales and transform your team. Start doing these events and tell me how it goes. I know you're going to see massive success. Have an amazing day, everyone. Bye now.
Sorry. That was loud. And Jolene's curious too. I always I just get concerned when I'm like looking into people, like, should I be sharing certain things? Like, I always just want to be extra careful. Like with a video, like, I think it was my Sylvina consulting one. I was about to share the screen of one of the people's LinkedIn, and I was just worried. I was like, wait a second, I don't know if I should be sharing this because it was like the like public personal social media thing, right? So I always just want to be careful. I'm not 100% sure, but it was something that came up when I Googled what was in her bio on her website. Interesting. Thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate that so much. I really had fun here. I appreciated going through the Zoom call. Very few people actually tell us true, tangible business building tips. It's usually just mindset. There was quite a bit of bullshit mindset mumbo jumbo in here, but she told us how to structure our Zoom call in some way, right? And so there were tangible tips in there, but on the broader level, it is just applying extremely high pressure sales tactics, trying to understand what makes them vulnerable in the health aspect, mental health aspect, trying to really get at the root of like how it will feel if those challenges are addressed, right? And like anyone who has a health condition that impacts their day-to-day life, of course they're going to say, oh, my life will be improved if I can address my hypothyroidism. Of course, 1,000% of people are going to say that. And so it's just trying to like get more detail. Like if your autoimmune condition is addressed, how will that impact your relationship with your spouse and your kids? Are you going to have more energy? Are you going to enjoy life more? It's like, of course I am. You know the answer, but you're just trying to get me emotional, right? Oh, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad with my last video I stopped right before I was going to share the LinkedIn. So I was like, I thought it was fine. And I'm like, wait a second, maybe not. And I'm glad I didn't. What I sent you says you have to have a master's degree to be in that program. I'll look at it. Thank you. That's very helpful. I appreciate that. So yeah, in my next video, I'm going to do either look at the website or react to a video of MLM coach Todd Falcone. And I've never talked about him before, never seen him before, but I just Googled MLM coaches and I found a big list. So we're going to introduce a new MLM coach to my channel. I am very excited. Thank you to all these people who hung out with me for so long. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great Friday, and I'll see you Sunday if you're free. Bye.